Hello. I'm super happy to be here in front of you. I'm excited and very keen to amaze you with our work. I see in the room dear customers and partners, and before everything, I want to thank you for your business and your trust, and assure you once more of my commitment and my team commitment to be close to you and do whatever it takes for you to enjoy our product. Can you hear me well? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, good. In this session, I will show you our plans for the next year. I also want to highlight great developments that we did this year. And before everything, I want to share you some facts from running the DRUID bots and DRUID virtual agents this year. It was a big moment for us to see in the DRUID analytics that we reached the level of 1 billion messages, conversations handled by the bot. This is a real recognition of the help and value that the bots are adding to the users. And I can tell you almost half of these conversations are coming from returning users. So are people that engaged once with the bot and then they returned and continue the questions and completing more transactions. Returning user, happy user, and this is visible in the analytics. This is in total over period, but most important, we also reached the level of more than 100 million messages within 1 month. These statistics are coming from the customers serviced from our secured cloud. So multi-tenant, high availability, auto scalability, all of that allow us to run this capacity. More than 2 million users serviced. And it's important, behind this number, majority are employees. Automations focused on employee efficiency. Most of them are authenticated users, and you can see in analytics what is the ROI delivered for each individual user. More than 400 bots in production. We will see a little bit later how these bots are actually conductors, having tens of AI agents within their team, and these 400 bots are actually coordinating teams of AI agents. I'm very, very excited, and I appreciate our large community. We started with a few hundreds tenants in community at our beginning. Year after year we grow, and now we have more than 9,000 community users. This is the source I will show you for the plans for next year, when we will open the solution library as a marketplace. All these people in community, I looked at their work. It's amazing what they are building. Right now it's only available in their own tenants, but next year any of them will be able to publish his work in the marketplace and be available to all of us. And more than 500 skills in solution library. I am honest in here, is not entirely based on our work. 2 years ago, all the entries in the library have to be manually authored by our experts. This year we built an AI agent called Solution Builder that is capable to build automatically solutions and other AI agents. Using that technology, now the entries in the library are much more. To me, being enterprise ready and great user experience are the most two important things, and we are always considering them. Everything we build at the base have enterprise governance. Before going to see what AI technology to adopt, what to improve in language understanding, what to improve in conversational experience, the first, it is secured, it is auditable, it's available with all deployment options, cloud, hybrid, or on-premise. After we check all that boxes, we continue and consider and onboard new technologies. So, good results, hard work, more than 50 people in the technical division, developers, quality assurance, product owners, team leaders from the development team this year moved in New York and are working within the projects in US, closing the gap and taking the feedback from your projects and absorbing in the product. I look at you, team, with your help in the Matrix Share project, we enhanced the knowledge-based functionality. We added more integrations with Salesforce, with Georgia Southern as well. With your help, we have accuracy in language understanding at 94%. So this kind of engagement, this is what I really love, to see the product in action and understand what I need to do better in the product and just do it. As I mentioned, one of the most important developments this year is the DRUID Conductor. Actually, it's an evolution, and it's a reaction to the reality. I'm highlighting here the operational systems. In absolutely all our projects, the DRUID bots are connected with the operational systems. 90% of the information within the conversation, it's coming from the operational systems. Knowledge handled in articles in Salesforce or ServiceNow. All the employee files and employment information in Workday. Contracts in SAP, orders, invoices, all of them. The AI agents specialized are many. Tens, more than 100, and growing continuously. The DRUID Conductor bot is providing one single point of access for the employee, and then it's routing the questions to the respective agent. So, our work this year is related to one of these 5 pillars. At the base, we invested in technology building blocks. We have the knowledge-based functionality, which is a cluster of functions. This functionality is the most popular functionality I ever saw in my short life in 20 years in IT. There is no project right now not having the knowledge base. And the knowledge base was available in DRUID 3 years ago, and now it's at version 2. The implementation time for a knowledge-based project used to be 3 to 4 months. Now you can have a knowledge-based bot linked to your website within 1 day. So the technology, it's that powerful. We added more integrations with the contact center. We see huge results in customer service efficiency and in the effectiveness of human agents in the contact center. and we complement contact center technologies. We are not competing with Genesys, with NICE, with Amazon Connect, with Salesforce Chat, Salesforce Omnichannel, or Service Desk, or ServiceNow. We are partner with all these technologies, and we complement. Whenever a customer is chatting with a DRUID bot, based on specific events, the DRUID bot transfers the call to a human agent sitting in his Genesys cockpit or in his NICE cockpit, closing the loop and transferring the data between these two technologies. The consumption, the usage of that contact center technologies actually increases with DRUID added in front. All the conversations right now, because of the power of generative AI and large language models, which is available in all functions in DRUID, is more closer to human-like conversations than ever. And really, each bot, each conversation you start to author right now in DRUID comes with voice enabled by default and human-like conversations by default. I think the best is to see these features in actions, so I will give you a few demos. I will focus because I look in the room again and I see many of you already using the DRUID technology. I will show you additional features that are newly added to the platform, and probably you will not have them yet deployed, but we will upgrade your projects very soon with such functionalities. So knowledge base. Knowledge base right now, I can drop my documents, I can connect to SharePoint, I can link my website, have it crawl, and then I start asking questions. And it works amazing. The content, it's chunked in pieces, it's indexed, and when I ask a question, I got an answer. But what if my questions are more complex? I have, for example, a list of products or a list of solutions I am offering, more than 100, each of them with his own web page, so a lot of content. If I ask, give me details about product A, amazing, I will get everything. But if I ask how many products I am offering, this is a question across large amount of content. There is no knowledge-based functionality that can answer that. So you need to complement. You need to have an agent to split this task in multiple tasks to reason and combine the results. And look. Works? Okay, so I started my agent, which will guide me to learn about solutions available, and I am building my own custom solution. So I go in a conversational experience. You notice that it's already smart and understand that it's going like in product recommendation pattern. Usually to tailor a solution, you need to focus on an industry, a process, a channel. So it's already guiding me the conversation. But I say, what industries, you know? I instructed my agent, just for demo purposes, to reveal to me how he is thinking, to present his brain, his intelligence and his decision tree. And look, because he understood my question, he rephrased in a better way for him as a technical and as a system tool how to better understand. And then he realized that actually he needs to search in a knowledge graph, not in a knowledge base, because this kind of question is not answered from one single document or one single web page. Should look on the entire content, which you cannot surface with knowledge-based technology. You need a different technology, knowledge graph. So my agent was smart to recognize what tool or what other agent to contact. So in my case, he contacted the query graph agent, connecting different agents and routing. Then that agent realized, well, now I need to create a database statement out of that question. And he created a database statement. Then executed the statement. I will show you the trace later. And now I have my answer. 2 industries. You see language understanding in the context of the conversation. So my misspelling was corrected and was understood that it's about the financial services industries. And again, I am guided. So product recommendation, the agent was instructed to guide the conversation further. What solutions? You know. Reasoning again. Again, for this particular question, not a knowledge base, traditional query, but a knowledge graph query. And look, the query started to be more complex. So the DRUID AI agents are not naive, are able to handle sophisticated tasks, tasks that require multiple agents talking each other, each individual agent handling a complex task. So query executed, response provided. Here are some solutions available. From the 100 plus solutions, of course, I cannot push all of them in the chat. A few of them have been selected. So I will say how many solutions in total you know. Yep. 65 solutions. So with these new technologies, the technology that we added, knowledge base able to absorb all the content in the organization. Knowledge graph, which is a relationship database with relations automatically extracted from your content. Now you have the bot capable to answer advanced questions. You can surface your content in different directions with DRUID technology. Now, if you look behind the scenes now, how this is possible. Great effect, great results, but how this is possible. Looking in the conversation history and taking this conversation today, and I'm looking on what it's called trace tool. And let's take one of my questions. What industries, that was my question. Want to see where is the answer? Here you go. I have the following industries: financial services and healthcare. All these steps in between are 4 different specialized AI agents orchestrated, conducted by the DRUID bot. And this level of complexity is here not because this platform it's not powerful enough to do everything from one step, because it's impossible to do with one single technology this kind of complexities. What I see in the projects right now in the market, from end user's perspective, I see 2 things. Their expectations are rocket high. Now they are chatting with ChatGPT, asking whatever, and they get the answer done. Not thinking if this answer is accurate, most of the time for consumer purpose it is, but how quickly I get the task completed and what kind of questions, unlimited, I can answer. They encourage the end users, customers or employees to expect the same from the business. So what you mean I cannot ask the questions like this and your systems cannot answer? I want that. And the second, I want it tomorrow. They have lack of patience. It's not like a few years ago, me from ITSP, perfect. I will make your customer journey amazing. Give me 6 months, maybe 8, just to be on the safe side, and will be amazing. My team lead in the contact center said, yeah, but I need it tomorrow. I have this peak coming in. I expect to have 5,000 students enrolling next week. I need to react quickly. So to respond to this situation, fortunately, there are new technologies available to do that. With DRUID, in this year, we focused to enable all these technologies and have them in the platform. So this was an example. And the last thing I want to show you, looking also at the time, is how a team of AI agents looks in the DRUID platform. So going into another bot, another conductor, which was loaded with skills and agents in financial services. So in this case, I see I have here 83 conversation flows. I will explain you that in a minute. But look, this is my team of AI agents, 83, that are automating operations in financial services industries. And then you notice I have some clusters in here, are actually my virtual teams. I have a team over here that is doing card operations. And look, I have a team leader, a DRUID conductor, who is the team leader of my team of very specialized AI agent. I have one that is handling card acceptance. I have another one that is handled pin blocked and many others. And whenever I have questions regarding cards, goes to that guy over here, and he decides who is the specialized AI agent to handle that. Then if I go to other area, other operations, currency support, stolen for, whatever. So these are collaterals from what I see with their own team leader over there. What else in here? Cache operations, another team. You need specialized tools to handle these sophistications. This is what we are building in DRUID. And if you have, for example, another technology, another AI agent outside the platform that is doing this cache withdrawal mechanism, no problem. This guy over here becomes a proxy, and it's calling the external technology, taking the response back, and incorporating in the general automations handled by his team lead. So all these agents can be implemented within DRUID or can be proxies integrating with other platforms. Yes.
We had the seven agents through just one process.
This is your choice. In my preference is to have very granular agents. One agent that is doing cache withdraw, handling all the possible aspects. If these tasks are not that complex, can be merged into an agent, and then you reduce the number. From technical perspective, there is no difference. You decide how is best for you. Orchestration and traceability is with the same technology, but it's how you prefer, and it's easier to be maintained later on. In my opinion, as granular agents, as better.
Different are the agents from, say, a microservice, right?
Are very similar to the microservice concept, yes. I see in the market today all of us experimenting with different wordings and terminology. But in fact, what is an AI agent? It's a piece of software, a module, a small application specialized in a particular task. We used to call them microservices or an API endpoint. If you add the flavor of conversational experience with that, you are getting close to what is called AI agent. But in fact, it's a label added to an automation, to a piece of code, to a module, is nothing new. Of course, all of us, we need to learn new words. But we are all know, based on the experience we have, what is behind the hood. So microservices, it's a good.
Quick follow-up on that. So, and there was a similar kind of question as well. So this is orchestration. So you're able to orchestrate. Is that part of the DRUID platform where you're able to orchestrate the one piece to another piece when you hand the services? Is that how you envision this going? Or is this still a manual process?
No, this is happening automatically. So the decision what tasks are needed to respond to a particular intent are not longer manual authored. So a lot of the decision trees disappeared. However, creating AI agents and adding them in the orchestra and defining their objective and their role remains a human task. We'll still have human authors, human superconductors that are supervising the orchestra, are adding more players into orchestra, are splitting the orchestra in multiple orchestras if there are required. So humans are in control with specialized tools. But then when you go inside, the agents are getting more and more autonomous.
Cool. And just there is another conductor that, like, taking the cache operate.
Yeah.
Conducting that.
Yes, exactly.
How do failures work? Do failures cascade?
Yes, I like this question very much. I was struggling with this situation beginning this year. how I incorporate the complete feedback from an agent into his caller. And most of us, we are considering at the beginning the happy path. This agent completed, and this is the expected result, here you go. But now you can incorporate the feedback. For example, I have an agent that is executing the graph query generated by another agent. So if the graph database, SQL or Neo4j, raise an error, my entire orchestration is broken. Now in DRUID, you have autocorrection in the conductor. So the error result from the database, it's injected back in the conversation context. And if we look in the logs, you see that the agent that was creating the statement, receiving this feedback, it says, I apologize. Here is the corrected statement. Try again. So it's really like a human-to-human discussion, but it's robot-to-robot. And because of the power of language understanding, they are able to align. We are trying now to apply the same pattern for happy scenario as well. I ask the question, the knowledge base robot give me an answer from the knowledge base. Before sending to the user, I take the response, I rephrase it, and I ask again. Guess what? We realize that in 15 to 20% of the cases, I get an improved answer. Because going step by step, once I get an answer, I have more context. If I ask now the question with more context available, I have an improved response. So this correction loop you can implement in the conductor as well. With threshold limits as well. Stop at 2 attempts. I apologize, I didn't get it. Fall out. Okay. What is happening next? In my opinion, and this is the feedback from our clients as well, the most powerful piece of technology in the DRUID platform, it's the architecture itself. How the DRUID was architected from the very beginning, considering, again, enterprise governance security, being designed as a hub for AI and digital technologies, being able to consume all these technologies from within DRUID box, but also connected with technology partners. Because of that, we've been able, and we are able to absorb all the new innovations coming in. Mistral is just a better model for agents of type B. Take it. OpenAI released now for Omini, very good in text summarization. Take it for this respective task. And all the features that we have in DRUID are like Lego pieces that are fitting very well, one close to each other, and then I have another one that is closing two. So I'm always building the building up. All the plans this year, it's the evolution and improvements of the existing feature set. Primarily based on the feedback from you, clients and partners, talking with analysts, and absorbing our own ideas and innovations. We are working on 6 tracks. The conductor remains the base of all automations. More features in here, Agentic framework, version 2.0, evolution, absorbing again the feedback and code extensions we will see. We add more attention to small language models in combination, spelling mistake over there, in addition to large language models. In partnership with Microsoft, now you know, in Azure, I can provision and connect and consume not only OpenAI services, but literally any LLM model. So from our cloud offering, I can connect to your bot Mistral models, Llama Index models, small language models as well. So you have the independence to choose the right model for each individual task, and more important, to test the accuracy of the models and the accuracy difference from one version to another for a particular model before upgrading your bot. So you have the full control of the life cycle for the large language models. Knowledge base, more developments actually with this. I want to drill down, and we continue with contact center integrations again, up to 60, 50, 60% tasks routed to the contact centers. We see them automated with DRUID technologies. So huge customer happiness there and cost reduction. And with the cloud infrastructure, in a moment, I will tell you. Yeah, please.
Voice.
Yeah, the voice part.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So what voice synthesis technology are you using with DRUID? And how is possible to customize a system voice to get more natural and near response?
For the voice technology, we can connect to different speech providers and speech to text and text to speech providers. We are not building our own technology. We rely on technology partners. By default, any DRUID bot comes with integration with Microsoft speech services. So speech to text, it's handled by the respective cognitive service. Text to speech, the same. Additional options, Amazon and Google, and also niche players, very specialized in particular dialects and very specialized in particular industry. So we have all the flexibility to choose for your individual project the right technology. From my experience, I see good evolution in Microsoft and other technology providers, but there are also niche players that are focused alone for a particular dialect, for a particular language with better results. So we choose based on your preference. In the knowledge base, we saw the knowledge graph technology. From my perspective, this is the revolutionary module that will allow you to 3 times, 4 times benefit from the existing content you have. No effort on your side at all to adjust your content to be suited to fit good and provide results in the knowledge base. We don't want to be in that scenario where you need AI, you need to work and prepare the data. There are technologies these days that are able to provide high accuracy, I mean 90+% on the existing data you have. I did an experiment with Georgia Southern University. I said, I will connect your website and put it in the knowledge base and have the bot responding to students for web. No, you should not do that. Because our website is not updated in all the places. This is the Excel with the questions and answers that you want you to upload. and they work for 2 weeks, repairing the Excel. Okay, I loaded this one, but in parallel, I index their website and I use question and answer they provided for the train as a test corpus. I ask the question that you sent me, get the response from your current website and compare with your expected answer. 95% match. So, but because the website was so big and they were looking on just in particular areas which were not even touched by the frequently asked question, they had the impression that the website is not updated. But the pages that are responding to the frequently asked questions were up to date. So you don't know how good your data is. You are worried that maybe it's not, and you focus and spend effort. You shouldn't. Take the data as it is, add new technologies, and the technologies will tell you where to focus. Second, we are adding more intelligence in the extractors. In December, we will enable the scan documents capability. So if you have large user manuals, guide, books scanned, and you have PDFs with pictures, you can drop them in the knowledge base and will be automatically transformed in readable PDF and index. Another, to understand diagrams and respond with content from the diagrams. Your diagram with more agents, which will be a picture in a document, will be understood. So if I ask a question, what vision agent can do for me, I will get an answer and a link to that diagram. Tables. We are working, and in tables, you can have simple tables, but imagine an Excel with an offer or a product description can have tens of tables intended. This will be understood and loaded. And with the custom data source framework, which by the way, it's already available, any partner or yourself can develop connectors for the DRUID knowledge base. So you can feed the knowledge base with data from your contract management system, from your own ticketing system, from your own CRM, and have DRUID doing automated case handling or community and responding to questions from the community. What is the result? You saw how many agents are sitting in the DRUID platform and are orchestrated. What it means? To me, it looks like a metaphor. It's like I am adding a new org chart to my company, a virtual org chart, where each function in the organization, it's covered by 1 or 2 people or multiple, and that people have their own DRUID AI agents as assistants. So I doubled my capacity. I tripled my capacity, not onboarding people, but giving assistance and help to the existing people. And I am also asked many times, okay, how many bots I need, how many AI agents should I build, how should I communicate this in the organization? It's like I'm hiring a new HR representative. I just hired 2 more contact center agents specialized in lead onboarding and after sales support. Virtual organization. Even the CEO can be mirrored. Okay. These are the plans for this year. I thank you very much. Again, appreciate the feedback that you're giving us from the projects. And as you saw, we will continue to absorb all this feedback and drive the product further. Thank you.
Wow.